A sad day as hundreds remember Jazmine Barnes, the second grader laid to rest, her family and friends saying goodbye. But they weren't alone in celebrating Jazmine's life. The sheriff, the mayor, and people who didn't know the family were also there.
Yeah, and during the funeral, Harris County investigators charged the man they believe fired into the car Jazmine was riding in. Larry Siebert is at the Harris County Jail tonight where that suspect is being held. What do we know about this guy, Larry?
He's a felon, convicted, paroled, even on probation. We tried speaking with Larry Woodruffe this evening, but he would not even meet with us inside the Harris County Jail, where he is hardly a stranger. Larry Woodruffe has 6 priors, all felonies except one. 7 years ago, he did 30 days in Harris County's jail for evading. A Precinct 3 deputy constable tried detaining Woodruffe. He would not go. Months later, he went back to jail for misdemeanor trespassing. And in 2015, police caught him with more than a gram of methamphetamine. But the day a judge ordered community supervision, Woodruffe's live-in girlfriend at the time said he choked her. That assault and drug charge earned the then 22-year-old 2 years in prison. But 9 months later, he was out, getting caught with a handgun. A no-no for felons, so he went back to county jail for 9 months this time. Then last Saturday, deputies caught him with more than 28 grams of Xanax. Records show he was denied bond because investigators wanted him for capital murder. 3 days later, prosecutors charged Woodruffe for shooting 7-year-old Jazmine Barnes in a drive-by. Detectives say the driver, Eric Black Jr., confessed and said Woodruffe pulled the trigger and even gave them the 9mm handgun authorities think they used in Jazmine's murder. Prosecutors just have to prove it. Thursday morning at 9, Woodruffe is expected back in a Harris County courtroom. Meanwhile, tonight, Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez continues to tell us their investigation is not yet over. Live downtown, Larry Siebert, KTRU 11 News.